Hi guys, Lori here. I'm here to start a new reading vlog. It is December 27th, so I have about 6 days till the end of the year, and I really want to try to get as much reading done as possible. I just went to go see Rise of the Skywalker, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm actually going to try to watch the movies again because I really loved it. I love those characters. Um, or maybe try to find something else that John Boyega or Daisy Ridley is in because I'm really liking them as actors right now. But I just wanted to tell you the book that I am currently reading. I ended my last reading vlog when I put down the book that I had just finished, which was Echoes Between Us by Katie McGarry. Um, I really liked that book. I thought it was a very, very solid read. And then I wound up picking up This Is Our Story by Ashley Elston, and I have not read a pure mystery book by Ashley Elston. I've read all of her contemporaries that are currently out. The Lying Woods had a little bit of a mystery twist, but this is like a pure mystery one, and it's super Spacek's favorite book. But it basically follows this girl named Kate, and she's working at the DA office as like a paid intern. And a murder happens in her town. Basically, five boys go into the woods for a camping trip, and only four come out because one is murdered. And I think it's kind of dealing with the aftermath of that and the after effects. So I literally only read about 9 pages in this book, so I'm really not that far. I went to go see Star Wars, and then my friend came over and we exchanged Christmas presents, so I spent a lot of day doing that stuff. I also listened to a bunch of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Not as much as I wanted to, but my goal is to at least have that plan done by the 31st, so I'm on track. But yeah, I'm gonna go read, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hey guys, Lori here. I'm back. It is December 28th. It is Saturday. Sorry, I just got home from running my errands and my hair is like a little bit messy. But last night I was not feeling my best, so I also had just watched Rise of the Skywalker, and I was really like conflicted about what I wanted to do. Did I want to watch The Mandalorian? Did I want to rewatch Force Awakens? And I was a little bit conflicted. But I am gonna spend today because I am going to the city tomorrow to meet a bunch of friends, and we're gonna finally exchange Christmas presents, which I'm really excited about. But I did want to catch you guys up on what I'm reading. I am reading This Is Our Story by Ashley Tustin. Hi guys, Lori here. Hi guys. It's December 28th. So yesterday did not go as planned. I had seen Rise of the Skywalker, and I really, after that, and after talking to my friend for like 3 hours, I really did not know what I wanted to do with my life. I was really undecided about what I wanted to do because I really like Star Wars, and I think what I'm going to do is I just got a couple of Star Wars books out of the library. I think one of my goals, like my unofficial goals for 2020, is to try to read all the Star Wars books leading up to the end of Rise of the Skywalker. So that's one of my goals today. Because I'm going to the city tomorrow with a bunch of my friends to exchange Christmas presents, I think I'm just gonna spend today like kind of catching up on all my booktube videos and my planner and everything for early 2020, so at least feel like I'm done. Because I said this before, the start of next year is just a little bit chaotic because my show is starting and I want to like have as much content for you guys prepped as I can. I'm also going to ALA for a weekend, so that's one less weekend that I actually have to film for you guys. So but alas, other than all that stuff, I am also in the middle of listening to Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I just am in the middle of, I'm like on chapter 31, so I'm on the talk back part of that with Alohomora. I really am hoping that I can finish this book in 2019. It's my goal. One of my big goals is to do that. So I think I'm going to take today and kind of finish all of my like bookish errands and just kind of leave it on the background. This is also my favorite part of this book. I love the Battle of Hogwarts on, and I haven't reread this book in like a while, so it would be nice to have like a lot of feedback with the Alohomora people because I've been doing this read for like 3 years altogether. I'm also in the middle of reading This Is Our Story by Ashley Elston. I am on page 92, and this is not that long of a book, but let's see what Goodreads says. I have read Ashley Elston's other books. I read 10 Blind Dates twice. I read The Lying Woods. This is the first mystery one that I am reading from her. And so far I'm really enjoying it. It has kind of like an interesting premise. I'm 29% done with the book as well. But it basically follows this girl named Kate. And she is interning in the DA office. And the book starts off following these 4 boys. 5 boys go into the woods for a shoot, like they're going hunting, and only 4 boys come out, and they cannot figure out who killed Grant. So you have that, and Kate's basically trying to help the DA figure out who should be indicted in this crime. You also have the boys' point of view. You see them in the aftermath and kind of what their mindset is. And then you also have Kate, who is acting as like a body language specialist because her boss can't see anymore, or he has macular degeneration, so he really, really can't see. So she's kind of being his eyes for this case. And then she also has a connection to Grant. She was perhaps romantically involved with him or really liked him right before he was killed. Super complicated. But I'm really liking it. I mean, it's a very compelling mystery, and it's a very, very fast-paced mystery too. It's one that I'm like really, really flying through. I'm curious to see who, like, what the end is, and I know Super Space Chick really, really enjoyed this book. So yeah, that was a very, very long start. I know I started this vlog yesterday, but I just wanted to tell you guys my plans for today. When I get back to like officially reading, I'm gonna check back in. But I am off to organize my early 2020 planning, and when I come back, hopefully I will have some updates for you guys, especially Harry Potter related. All right, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hey, Slurry here. I'm back. It's about to be it's like 6:30 on December 28th. I just filmed a bunch of videos and did a bunch of blog stuff. I basically did all of my reviews that I have on my blog, like for 2019, that I still haven't posted. So I actually have content for you guys for pretty much the whole month of January, which is nice. And I filmed about three-quarters of my Bookmas videos. Something happened with one of my videos, so I have to come up with an idea for another video, or just give you guys another vlog, which I was going to do anyway. But I do want to say that I have made a bunch of progress on Deathly Hallows. I'm about to start chapter 33, which is the Prince's Tale, which I love that chapter. That chapter, I am not the biggest Snape fan. I'm just not. I don't like him as a character. I think he's kind of a jerk. But that chapter, the way J.K. Rowling wrote it, was so well done. So I'm really close to the end. I'm going to the city tomorrow to meet up with my friends. I really hope that I can bang out a couple of more chapters. But I did get a bunch of planning done, so I am going to dive back into This Is Our Story by Ashley Elston. I'm still on page 92, which is where when I left you guys, that's where I was. But I am going to throw on some background noise, some like true crime videos, and try to bang out this book because I would love to start a new book by the end of the evening. Probably not happen, but this is a very, very fast-paced read, and it's very, very fast-paced. I know Ashley Elston has worked with like law enforcement during this book. I'm just really curious about it, so I want to like know what happens at the end. I'm not gonna rush myself, but I'm just undecided about what I want to listen to. So I might throw on a true crime and see how far I can get, and then maybe I'm gonna go back to watching The Mandalorian. We will see. But when I make a little bit more progress, I will update you guys. Talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hi guys, Larry here, just checking back in. It's 7:15, and I did mind making a little bit of progress on This Is Our Story. I'm now on page, like 118. The one thing I love about Ashley Elston's writing, I almost called her Ashley Poston, that is a different author, is that she always does like a subtle twist that you never see coming, and then you have to go back and reread the whole book. I'm loving her writing style. I'm loving how complicated this story is. It's one of those stories that's really making me question like what I know, and like I really am curious. I want to know who killed Grant, but then you're also learning so much about Grant and other characters, and now she's getting more connected to one of the characters in the story that I'm really liking. But she's just a very like compelling writer, a writer that I like don't want to put down. So I'm not. I'm going to go back to reading, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Just checking back in. It's 9:17, and I did wind up getting up to page 186. and this is our story by Ashley Elston. I'm really intrigued. I did not get as far as I wanted, but that's okay. But I didn't. I'm gonna be on a train for like at least 2 hours tomorrow, so I think that there's a substantial chance that I'll make a little bit more progress on this book, if not finish it tomorrow. But it's definitely a tightly wound mystery, and I'm really liking it. It's definitely less contemporary-ish. There is like a romance subplot that I'm enjoying. I'm really curious to see where this book goes. There's like a lot of like little mysteries that are like being formed, and I'm just curious to see how like the book ends and like what the, who basically it's a murder mystery, but you get a bunch of different elements. You get like, one of the boys' point of views, who I think potentially probably is the killer. And then you get, Kate's point of view, and then you get transcripts with the people that are witnesses to this crime that Kate is like narrating for her boss, who has who doesn't have the best eyesight, so he can't like make out um video or pictures. So that's what she's there doing. She's like taking photos and she's describing stuff to him. So I think her role in this case is really interesting because she's only in high school, but she's also like an intern. But like I don't know if that's realistic for a crime of that nature. Like, would somebody, would you be working on a, would you be working on a, for like, would you be working on a case that you're that closely involved because now she's going to school with these boys? I don't know, but I'm willing to suspend my disbelief. But I'm gonna go watch the end of The Force Awakens because I really do like that movie, and I will check in tomorrow night when I come home seeing my friends. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hi guys, Lori here. I'm back. It's almost 9 o'clock. I did wind up spending the entire day in the city with my friends. We did a bunch of book shopping and just hung out with each other. We are going to ALA together, most of us, so we just like pre-planned a bunch of stuff, which was super fun. On the way home, I did finishing This Is Our Story by Ashley Elston. I really did enjoy this book. I don't think I liked it as much as like I love The Lion Game. I do think that Ashley Elston is really good at writing twists that like make sense, and I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was a very, very fun read. I thought the mystery was super interesting. I love how this book had three very like different structures that I overall really like enjoyed. um the one thing I would have liked this book to have like a little bit more focus is that basically the premise is the book opens and there are these five boys. They go into the woods together and only four come out because one is shot. And you're trying to figure out through this whole book like who shot Grant in this whole book. And it kind of unloads this mystery. And Kate's in the center and she's working in the DA office and she's kind of gets roped into this mystery. And this mystery kind of goes home to her, like it goes into her like a little bit more deeply. Um, I loved Kate as a character. I just wish, because this book was focused a lot on the boy characters, that we knew a little bit more about them throughout it. Like it was by the end of the book, like when what happened was revealed, I didn't really feel a lot about that character necessarily because I don't think I knew that character enough. But I did like the romance. I thought the romance was really, really fun in this read. I really like the elements of like working in a DA office. So I wound up giving this one like 4 stars. I don't think I would necessarily reread it, but I thought the structure was super interesting. So it's Sunday. It's December 29th. And I did actually wind up filming my last sit down bookmas video. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to wind up picking up Tamora Pierce, The Circle Opens. This is a really, really short book. It's like not even 300 pages. I started this earlier in the year and I just never got around to finishing it or like making any progress in it. So I think I'm going to pick this book up and I'm going to go read it and see how far I can get. This follows Lady Sandaline Ratoran. It is the first book in her Circle Open series. I really enjoyed her previous series earlier in the year or last year when I finished it. And every book follows a different one of those major characters again. One of my goals for 2020 is to actually finish reading this series. So hopefully I can start, and it's really not that long, so I would love to be able to finish this by tomorrow, and then for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, I would love to start another read and maybe finish it before the end of 2019. So I'm going to go start this read, and before I head to bed, I'll probably check in with you guys, but I'll talk to you guys later for another update. Bye. Hi guys, Lori here. It's December 30th and I'm back to reading. I did run a bunch of errands with my mom today. We never have off like the same day of the week because I work during the week and she works on the weekend, so we never have the same day off. So I did go shopping and I started reading Tamora Pierce, The Circle Opens, Magic Steps. I'm about 52 pages in. I started reading this like a couple of months ago and I just never got around to finishing it, and I really do want to finish it. My dream would be to finish this book today, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But I do have like about 2 days until the new year, so I really do want to get a lot of reads in. I'm going to make this a really, really, really long reading vlog, and unless like I do have a lot of clips for you, I might do two. We'll see, but I'm just going to sit down and read this. I also have to go to the dentist today, which is not as exciting. And I do have to make a little bit of listening progress on Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. So I'm going to sit and read for like about 45 minutes, and then I'm going to do a longer workout and then see how far along I am on my audiobook and then decide what I'm going to do for the rest of the evening. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Lori hearing back. It's about 2:30. I have to go to the dentist soon, but I just wanted to check in and say I don't think I ever actually gave you guys a summary of this book. This is the first book in a secondary series in the Tamora Pierce series. This one follows four main characters, four mages. The first four books focused on those characters, and now this second book focuses on these characters, but they're kind of in a different time of their life. This book is Sandrine's book, and she sews with magic. Like hers is like she's like a thread. She's kind of like a thread witch, kind of like in the Sight Witch series. And in this book, she finds an apprentice that is a young boy who he dances, but his magic comes through when he dances. It's a magic that he's never seen before, and also her her uncle has been cast down with a heart attack, so she's kind of trying to help him. And she's also dealing with the fact there has been a string of murders in her little town. And she has to basically be a teacher when that is the last thing on earth she wants to do. But I really like the young kid that she's kind of working with. He reminds me a little bit of Briar in the first series. And I'm on page 100. And this book is not that long. It's only about 250 pages. So I think there's a good chance I'll finish this book today or tomorrow. So I'm going to go back to reading. And I'll probably check in with you guys when I come back from the dentist. Bye. Hey, it's Lori here. I'm here to do my yearly stats for 2019. I will admit that I am in the middle of like 3 books, so my hope is that this count will go up by 3 by the true end of 2019, which is tomorrow, which is New Year's Eve, because I always do a readathon for the final day, so I'm really excited about that. But as the time of this recording, I'm going to tell you guys my stats. And I actually did much better. I did much better like keeping my list as I tried to do in the past couple of years. And I'm going to be even more organized this year. One thing I didn't track was all the books that I purchased this year, which is hard to keep track of. But I am going to try to do that with my little Inkling design planner. But let's get into the stats. So I read at the time of this recording 156 books, and I count reading as both reading and listening. And I will go into specifics about that. Last year I read 158. I am in the middle of reading 2 books, and I'm going to try to tackle a third before the end of the year. So my stats hopefully will be like 158 or 159 like it was last year. I would love to crack 160, but I just don't think that's going to happen. So that's my reading stats, and that's actually pretty much on track with what I read the last couple of years. And I'm actually kind of happy because it definitely shows that I have been keeping reading a part of my life, even though I do have a full-time job, which can be tricky sometimes. But some more specific stats is I always do the Beat the Backlist challenge every year. And this year... Hi guys, Lori here. I'm checking back in. It's 6:16 on December 30th, and I want to say that I am going to dive back into The Circle Opens. I did wind up going to the dentist. I worked out a bit. I got up to the King's Cross Station in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. What I think I might do tomorrow is I might just listen to the last like 4 chapters in that book and then go back and listen to all like the debating chapters because I really want to finish this book in 2019. So I don't know. We're gonna see like how my listening is tomorrow because tomorrow I have to go to yoga and I have to do a bunch of like little errands in town. And I'm gonna come back and I really want to like almost be done with that book. So that's my plan for tomorrow. But for tonight, I am going to dive in and I'm going to try to tackle the magic steps, the end of it. I'm on page 118 and I only have to get up to page 260. So I think that's I'm pretty sure I'll mostly finish it or either be done by the end of the evening. So I'm going to go read and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Bye, guys. Hi guys, Lori here. I'm back. I just wanted to say that it's 9:10. I did make a little bit of progress on Tomorrow Purse the Circle Open Magic Steps. I don't know what it is. I'm just not liking this book as much as I liked the previous series. Maybe it's because we have so many new characters and the setting's a little bit weird. But the pacing of this book and like the writing style is just really like not my favorite. But at this point I have like 60 pages left. So I'm definitely gonna finish it. I don't know if I'm gonna go straight into Street Magic. Maybe it's, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think the pacing and the way that the story is constructed is not as strong as I want it to be. And it's like a little bit hard to follow because there's a couple of different plot lines going on in this one story and they're all not super clear. I'm curious if the last 60 pages is going to save it. Right now it's definitely a 3-star rating. I don't think it's going to go any higher. Hopefully it doesn't go any lower, but that's my thoughts right now. I'm going to try to finish this tonight and come back when I'm done. So that's my plan. Talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hi guys, Lori here. I am back. I did wind up finishing The Circle Opens Magic Steps by Tamora Pierce. This is a book that I don't think I loved as much as I wanted to. And I started reading this earlier in the year and I didn't get very far and I put it down. But I do really like the characters in this book and I am going to pick this one up. If not, when I finish the current book I'm going to read, definitely soon. I really do like these books. It's the Tamora Pierce series and it's the Circle Magic series, which I read the first 4 books and now these are the next series and then there's like another series. But these books are a little bit different because normally all the characters are together and I love the group dynamic so much. But this one was Sandra Lee's book and I don't think I liked her as much as the other characters in it. So I'm going to dive into a contemporary because I want to read some quick reads before the end of the year. So I did want to picking up Well Met by Jen DeLuca. This is just a romance and it's set at a Ren Fair festival, which is all I know about it. I got this at New York City Comic Con this year as like a quick read. So I'm going to pick it up and see how far I get. And then if I do wind up finishing it, I'm going to probably pick up Magic Steps. Street Magic. So that's my plans right now. I'm definitely going to hope to make some more progress on this book and maybe even finish it before the end of the year. But this is the start of my end of the year reading vlog. Definitely going to be a lot of clips tomorrow. And I'll probably maybe do like a reading vlog for New Year's Day. We'll see. But just want to say that I am reading. I did wind up finishing this book, which I only gave 3 stars to. But I am excited that I finally was able to finish it. And I'm going to go on to Well Met. And I'm going to watch a little bit of Runaways. And I'll talk to you guys for another update right before I go to bed. Bye, guys. Lori here. I'm back. It is almost 1 o'clock. It is New Year's Eve, and I am about to start reading. I am so excited to be reading today. I have at least read as many books as I've read last year. I am happy to report that I have finished Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, which has been my year-long goal. The one thing I didn't do is I am listening to a podcast, but I knew that if I listened to the podcast, because those episodes are like 2 hours each, I would never finish it in like today. So I just read I listened to the last 3 chapters in a row. So I did finish it. I'm probably going to go back and re-listen to The Floor and the Plan when I get to that episode again because I love that chapter so much. But yeah, last night I did wind up reading a little bit, not a lot. So I'm going to pick up Well Met by Jen DeLuca. This is a Renaissance festival themed romance novel and I figured it would be so fun. So I'm going to go watch the end of the episode of Runaways that I'm on and then I'm going to go back through all the last couple of book miss or wrap up year videos for everyone, like Owl Crate and Peruse Project and Haley and Bookland, and I'm gonna watch those as I read, and I'm just gonna have a relaxing night, and I'm really happy about that plan. And yeah, so I'm off to reading, and I'll update you guys when I get like 100 pages in, so I'll let you guys know my thoughts. All right, talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hi guys, Lori here. I am back. I did wind up finishing The Circle Opens Magic Steps by Tamora Pierce. This is a book that I don't think I loved as much as I wanted to. And I started reading this earlier in the year and I didn't get very far and I put it down. But I do really like the characters in this book and I am going to pick this one up. If not, when I finish the current book I'm going to read, definitely soon. I really do like these books. It's the Tamora Pierce series and it's the Circle Magic series, which I read the first 4 books, and now these are the next series, and then there's like another series. But these books are a little bit different because normally all the characters are together, and I love the group dynamic so much. But this one was Sandra Lee's book, and I don't think I liked her as much as the other characters in it. So I'm going to dive into a contemporary because I want to read some quick reads before the end of the year. So I did wind up picking up Well Met by Jen DeLuca. This is just a romance, and it's set at a Ren Fair festival, which is all I know about it. I got this at New York City Comic Con this year as like a quick read. So I'm going to pick it up and see how far I get. And then if I do wind up finishing it, I'm going to probably pick up Magic Steps. Street Magic. So that's my plans right now. I'm definitely going to hope to make some more progress on this book and maybe even finish it before the end of the year. But this is the start of my end of the year reading vlog. Definitely going to be a lot of clips tomorrow. And I'll probably maybe do like a reading vlog for New Year's Day. We'll see. But just want to say that I am reading. I did wind up finishing this book, which I only gave 3 stars to. But I am excited that I finally was able to finish it. And I'm going to go on to Well Met. And I'm going to watch a little bit of Runaways. And I'll talk to you guys for another update right before I go to bed. Bye, guys. Here, I'm back. I just wanted to do a quick update because I realized I didn't really tell you anything about Well Met. Just that I had started reading it yesterday and that was it. But it is a novel. It's a woman's fiction's romance novel, and it follows this girl named Emily, and she is sent to help her sister because her sister got into a car accident and it's kind of like on the mend. And she has a niece, and her niece really wants to be a part of a Renaissance festival, but the only way her niece could be a part of the Renaissance festival is if she joins, and that's like not her thing. But she winds up joining, and I'm sure there's going to be some romance. It sounds super cute. I love Renaissance festivals. I went to them when I was younger and I really want to go again. They actually have one in Tuxedo Park in upstate New York that is really, really popular. But it just sounds fun. I think this is definitely going to be hate to love romance, which I normally really, really enjoy. So I'm 29 pages in. I'm also watching some older reading vlogs, which I'm really enjoying, and I'm filming my own reading vlog. So I'm going to go back to reading and I'll update you guys when I get up to page maybe like 50 or 100. Touch you guys in a bit. Bye. Lori here, I'm back. It's almost 2:30 and I did make a little bit more progress on Well Met. I'm also still watching my reading vlogs that I'm watching. I got up to page 66 and I'm liking this book. This book takes place over basically like a summer and it's definitely a love to hate romance. I love romance books, like both contemporary and YA, that have like a unique or different setting, and set in a Renaissance fair is really, really fun. I'm loving the Renaissance fair as a setting because I think it's so fun. I really do like the characters. I think the characters are super fun. Definitely love to hate romance, which I'm really liking. And I don't read. I think last year I read 4 women's fiction novels, but this one is just really, really fun. And I really hope that I'm able to finish it tonight. I think I probably could. It's only 2:30 and I'll probably stay up till at least 1 or 2 in the morning. I never do that, but I would love to get a good start on my 2020 reading. But yeah, so I'm going to go back to reading and I'll check in with you guys when I make a little bit more progress. Talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hey, Lori here. It's 3:27. I wanted to do a small update. I wound up getting up to page 110 or 109 in Well Met. The one thing I do like about this book is that I love the setting. I love the Renaissance Festival. I love the dynamics that are happening between Emily and her niece. I think that that's a really fun relationship. And I like that it does deal with a lot of self-discovery. Basically, the book started out and Emily was dumped And her sister got into a car accident and she had to come save her, but she's still kind of very, very lost. She never finished her degree, so. And then her relationship with Simon is super interesting because Simon's brother started this festival, and he's kind of wants this festival to be perfect for his brother. But I'm really liking it. I'm really enjoying the setting, and I'm really liking the characters. So I'm about 34% done with this book. I'm gonna head back to reading. I'm still watching a lot of booktube videos. I really hope to get up and go back to watching Runaways before the end of the evening, but I do want to make a lot of progress on this book. I'm just gonna spend the rest of the day reading, so I will check in when I get in another 100, maybe another 50 or 100 pages in, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts. But right now, I'm really enjoying this Renaissance themed contemporary novel a lot. Hey, Lori here. I'm back. Sorry, I just don't feel like turning off the light. But I did get up to page 152 in Well Met by Jen DeLuca. I'm really liking this book. This book reminds me a lot of my first year of teaching for some reason. Like the setting, making the space your own, which I had to do with my own classroom, dealing with people that their relationships were just kind of weird my first year of teaching, and it just reminds me of the relationship she has with Simon, and I'm really liking it. I love books that have like an interesting work setting. I think it's really interesting, and I really do like the romance. It's definitely love to hate. That is one of my favorite romance tropes. Like I love to hate. I think it's so interesting because it's basically like love to hate but also friends to lovers. Like that's another trope I really like, and this book kind of plays both, and I really am enjoying it. I love the setting. I love books that are set in like a small town, and I really like Emily as the main character because it's not her small town. She's here helping out her sister, and she's still so lost in her life. She's still trying to find so many things. So it's nice that she's starting to like become invested in this town. I really do like it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like a reading break because I didn't work out today. I think I'm going to go work out. I did finish my audiobook, which is Harry Potter, but I still have a lot of back episodes of a podcast I'm listening to. I think I'm going to make like a 20-minute break and then come back and hopefully finish this today, or at least make some progress. I'm on 152, so I'm going to go work out for a little bit, and then when I come back, I will make some more reading progress. Talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye. Laura here. I'm checking back in. I want to say that I did get up to page 210 in Well Met. I'm really liking this book. It's such a fun read, and I'm about 63% done with this book. This book, it has over like 328 pages, so I think I'm going to read 50 more pages and check back in. But now we're getting to the crux of it, the relationship, and I'm still loving the setting of this book. I really do like the characters, and I like the secondary characters a lot too, and I know we're getting a second book from her. My friend put it on Goodreads, so I just don't know who that character is, but I'm really, really liking it. So it's definitely just a fun read, and I mean, it's not going to make my best of the year list, but it's just fun, and I'm really liking the setting and the characters. So back to reading I go. Hi guys, Lori here. I'm back. It's 7:14, and I did end up getting up to page 250 in Well Met. I'm still really liking it. It definitely, the relationship has hit its stride. I'm really enjoying it. I really do like the setting. I really do like all the side characters. I'm really enjoying it. It's just like a fun read and one that I can like just focus on, and I'm really liking it. I'm gonna check back in when I get up to page 300 and see what point of the book we're in that point. But I'm also having a really happy New Year's Eve. I'm relaxing. I'm reading. I'm enjoying my last couple of days off. But I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye. Hi guys, Lori here. I'm back. It is 8 o'clock, and I want to say that I get up to page 294 in Well Met by Jen DeLuca. I'm really liking this book. The one thing I really liked about this book overall is that the climax of this book went a lot different than normal contemporaries like that I have read. Normally in a climax in a book, everything goes wrong and the character's world is like shattered. This book was like a little bit different because obviously the relationship is having some issues and some things are affected, but like it's not like a typical like, oh my god, my world fell apart because the boy I like doesn't like me anymore, and I'm really liking that. As I said before, this like type of genre is not always my favorite, because I think that they're like a little bit predictable, but I'm really liking it. So I'm going to dive back in and definitely finish it, and then I'm gonna pick my next read. It is only 8 o'clock, and I would love to tackle another read before the end of the year, or at least make some progress on it. I don't know what that book's going to be, but when I find out, I will let you guys know, and I will come back and give you guys my final thoughts on Well Met when I'm done. Hi guys, Lori here. I'm back. It's almost 8:30, and I did wind up finishing Well Met by Jen DeLuca. This was such a fun read. I really liked it. I love how it's like we had like a solid conclusion, and I really hope that the next book will be following different characters but set in the same exact world. I really liked it. I would probably wind up giving this book like 3.5 stars. I think that it was a fun read, a compelling read. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I am going to probably choose my next read. I'm trying to choose something. I don't know. I'm debating what I want to choose next because I'm probably not going to be able to finish anything by the end of tonight. It's almost 8:30, but I'm probably going to choose something. I just don't know what it's going to be. But when I make that decision, I will come back in and let you guys know. Talk to you guys in a bit. Hi guys, I'm back. It's almost 9 o'clock, so I did decide I'm going to choose another read. I don't know if it's possible to finish this. It's possible. I don't know. But I read this book a while ago, and I was on BookTube when I read this because I remember doing a review about it. But it's The Thief by Megan Whalen Turner, and I remember I really disliked this book the first time I read it. I know people said that the series gets so good, and it's like it's like a high fantasy series. What I remember, I really disliked this book, and Reagan has been doing this thing that she's been going back and reading series that she really didn't like and seeing if she wants to go farther. So I'm going to try it with this book. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's my opinions are going to change. It's also like a rather short book. I remember being surprised at how long it took me to read it because it was a really, really short book. So I'm going to go in a little bit blind. It only has 12 chapters, so I'm going to go in a little bit blind and see what I think. I remember the pacing was weird and I didn't feel as connected to the characters the last time that I read it, so I'm going to take a chance and I'm going to try reading it. We will see my thoughts. This is the first time I've tried this, like, I read a book that I really severely disliked and trying to go back and see if I might like it a little bit better. So we're gonna see how this goes. It's about to be 9 o'clock. I actually was wound up finishing Super Space Chicks videos. Actually, I have one more left. I finished Alexa Loves Books. I finished Peruse Project. I still have to do an Owl Crate. I still have to do Haley from Bookland, which is a bunch of videos. So yeah, I'm gonna go read. I'm gonna take some Instagram photos and then I'm gonna go read and I'm gonna let you guys know my thoughts. This is the first time I'm attempting this, so we will see my thoughts. But I will talk to you guys in a little bit. I'm reading it on my Kindle. I got it from my library. So I'm gonna see like what I think. I'm gonna give it like one or two chapters and see how I feel, and then I'm gonna come back and let you guys know what I think. So I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye. Hi guys, Lori here. I'm back. It's 9:21, and I did say that I would check in when I read a chapter. I did read a chapter of The Thief, by Megan Whalen Turner. So I'm on percent like 6, and I read 14 pages. I will say I do like this book a little bit better than the last time I read it. Basically, it set in this world came Atolia, I think, and there's this character who is a thief, and he claims he can steal anything. And he's in jail because he did something that he wasn't supposed to do. But now the king and his Magnus needs his talent. So from what I remember, he goes on a quest to find this thing he has to steal, but I'm a little bit hazy. I don't remember. I like it. So I don't know what. Maybe it was the pacing. I'll be curious to see how I feel about the pacing as the book goes on, but right now I'm going to keep reading. So I'm going to come check in like a chapter and see how I like it then. I doubt I'm going to finish this book tonight, but I might stay up a little bit later and see if I can like finish it early and start a new book tomorrow. We'll see. But off to reading I go. Talk to you guys in a little bit. Lori here, just checking back in. It is almost 10 o'clock and I did get up to chapter 3 in The Thief by Megan Whalen Turner. I will admit I do like the adventure now, like where basically this character named Jen was, arrested, and now he's working with the magistrate to go steal something, but he doesn't know what he's stealing, so I like that. I do like him as a character. When I read this, I always saw him as very, very young. I don't know how young he is, but I'm liking him as a character a little bit more, and I'm actually following the pace of the book a little bit more. It's very detailed. I think she's building like a very complicated world, and I think it's like a very like it's a lot of information, but I really am enjoying it. So I'm gonna go back to reading, and I'll check in when I get up to chapter 4 and just let you know if my thoughts have changed. So far, I'm gonna keep reading, and that's good. Hey, Lori here. It is 11 o'clock. I'm definitely gonna finish this reading vlog tonight, probably like around 12, and then I'm probably gonna start a new reading vlog tomorrow because I'm doing a 24-hour readathon vlog for tomorrow. So, but I do want to say that I'm 23% done with this book. I'm on page 57 of 220. I will say I am liking this book more than I did last time. I think this is definitely like a starter book in the series, and I'm feel a little bit more connected to what what they're hunting. I'll be curious to see what like who the second book follows. So I'm really curious to keep reading. I think it's a very complicated fantasy world, and I'm liking that. It's just one that you have to really pay a lot of attention to because she's setting up so many different worlds, and there's so many different kingdoms in this world. Um, but yeah, so I'm on 23% done. I have 10 minutes left in this chapter, so I'm gonna keep reading, and I will come back at midnight and let you guys. Well, I'll come back like at 11:45 and let you guys know how much progress I've made. But I'll be back. Hi guys, Lori here. I just wanted to do a quick update, and it is 11:27, and I did wind up getting 26% done in The Thief by Megan Whalen Turner. I'm actually gonna wrap up this reading vlog because I'm getting a little bit tired, and I'm just going to go watch some Netflix for the rest of the evening and probably stay up a little bit later than normal. But I will be back tomorrow to do my 24-hour readathon and do that. I'm really excited to start 2020 right, and I think that this will be a nice read. It's definitely a quick read. It's definitely not my favorite book right now, I'll say that. I'll talk a little bit more about it in my next reading vlog that I'm going to start tomorrow. It's not my favorite. I think the pacing of it's a little bit weird, but I am going to give it I'm gonna finish it, and then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna read the next book in the series in 2020 because I think I might like it a little bit more. But thank you guys for spending this Christmas, like this New Year's Eve week with me. I've had a lot of fun, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow for, well, you guys will see this. I'll talk to you guys for my next reading vlog, which will take place on New Year's Day. Bye, guys.